shit. You know what I'm saying? Always be on the air of your throne. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Oh, shit. The fuck? Oh, hell no. See, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, fuck it, dude. I'm playing on the computer. Fuck it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Technical difficulties, because the speaker won't stop working. What the fuck? Play. Oh my god, hold on. Give me 1 fucking second. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, listen. It's supposed to be like this. Why the fuck? Why the fuck you wanna act up like this? What the fuck? Alright, let's get into it now. Holy shit. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You already know I'm finna do. I'm at a house party right now and I'm about to go naked. Girl, shake that ass. 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 She chop it, 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 girl, shake that ass. 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 Get into the cake. All I wanna say is, boy, get up on my way. When you talking, got the whole house waiting for a plate. But anyway, homegirl, what can I get that from my plate? Sour, cause the drinks are good. I think that's our lake. Got all these vampires and parasites plotting for a trade. If it's five, all we are is some stars, flying cars. Got a bar in the back, so I don't lack for no smack. The only thing I'm trying to smack is that ass. Just me up. If it's foreign, it ain't boring. Constellations in your mouth. Like a dragon, that's what happens when you stalling for the trial. I'm a just spirit, both the spirits, but never drunk or even high. Energy, straight up gave me. Think that's how you find out talking Kelly. I won't kiss you off. I'm really just telling how my soul is with you, face. We got like a windy day when the sunlight hits. That's a vibe. I love that fucking vibe. Girl, shake that ass. 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 She chop it, 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 girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass. Alligator, you got me in a trance. So look this with that booty in my hands. Sleep on it when I need to rest that tan. Like a bitch that thinks she just want a grand. That ain't me. You better not just smoke that. Got it from the chop. The movie said it's fed on this red. Even if your back was where I know you see me. This was for the 3D, but you know me with the girl, shake that ass. 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 She chop it, 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 girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass. Girl, shake that ass.
Yeah, I'm going no further than that. This motherfucking shit, we in space now. You know what I'm saying? Space cake. Ugh. I didn't even name that. I didn't even name that song, but I might name it. I might name it Space Cake. Oh shit! I just got a girl shake that ass. All right, give me 1 second. This motherfucking shit. All right. 1 second. Hold on. Trying to make sure we live and direct in this motherfucking shit. Dude. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We good. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Now, we're gonna talk about being on the air of your throne in this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? On your so anyway, yeah, always be on the air of your throne in this motherfucking shit. Now check it out. When you're always on the air of your throne, you're always looking shit from the bird's eye view in all aspects of your life, and context, and any context too. So think about it. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the air of your throne, what is the air? The air is something you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? The throne is. I'm sitting in my air of my throne right now. It may be, but see, like if you want to get physical, it's kind of like what you do that leads to your creativity or anything you got going on in a total nutshell. So when you're in that space, the whole totality of it, what it means to be in the air of your throne, is based upon what you're doing for the right causes. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, spiritual aspect of being in the air of the throne, this is where you're always having a bird's eye view in all of your scenarios on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So within this context, you'll be in a space where whatever you're doing, you're always having a way of experiencing certain projections you have within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because think about those projections you created out inside from the inside out. So if those projections you're having within yourself, these are your own experiences you're having within yourself. Now, if you know how to relate these things within the physical, metaphysical, then you'll be in a space where you're understanding the both totalities of each realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be sensitive to the senses. You know what I'm saying? So always being on the air of your throne will lead you to having that foreknowledge. So when you have that foreknowledge, you're always knowing what a scenario is going to lead to from its already starting from its already lead starting point. And the lead starting point is whatever you whatever seen in a scenario that happened for that own individual's characteristic. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you want to be aware that no matter what you're doing, you're always having a way in how you're expressing these things. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got a way in how you express these things, then it's like the whole thing is more fluid in each scenario. So the fluidicity, aka synchronicity, is more synchronized within what you're actually going on. So it's like you're using shits to build the building blocks to build you up to a new open scenario to whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And within that aspect, you want to be aware in all scenarios that see the things you're putting out become the way of your creative aspects of what you're like. It's like the things you put out become your creativity in a large scale. You know what I'm saying? So let me get a good sip. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking. I don't know why I'm doing it like it's like I'm smoking. Hey, what the fuck? I just want to show you the cup because I don't know. If it ain't dirty. It's this design bluish and then brownish, almost like the sky and the dirt. Everything I do is atmospherical knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got the, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta get, you know what I'm saying? You see this, the shirt, then you got the skull, and you got the butterfly. You know what I'm saying? The skull, the dead Indian in his mouth. This is Indian hobbyism right here for y'all. If y'all didn't know any better, you know what I'm saying? Because anything that flies, let me not get into that because you know what I'm saying? I'll get in a whole lecture, but it's deep when you see the things that be going on within a person's mind to have certain ideologies to create something. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck you creating certain shit like this? Like, the fuck is this? Like, and it's like they always create it for you, but when you see it from a large scale, it's like, see, that would be me in the air of my throne, seeing it from a bird's eye view. So I'm seeing it from the real perspective of where I'm seeing where these things lead to. So it's like off that point, but I'm just talking in general. It's like whatever you were looking at, you'll be in a space where you're always having the whole building block of how something was created will be on your behalf, even if you weren't uh, even if you weren't even in that person's mind. Not even even if you weren't in that person's mind, for some reason they have something to put on your aspect of what they see something. So it'll be shit like that. It's weird, but that's just how it be. Like when you see it like that, it's like things become more clear. It's like I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see clearly now. So whatever you're looking at, it's like it's more actually it's more clearer, more potent in its own way of experience. Your own way of how you see something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everything in general is like when you're looking at it from the real when you look at it from the real connective, like when you're connected to the all, the great spirit, it's like everything adds up. So like it's like I wish like everything adds up so clearly, and in that aspect, the way shit adds up in that perspective, it's more in the space on where you're able to see it, where something will lead to, why you have certain thoughts, why other people have certain thoughts, and it's like you're connected to nature, you're connected to the great spirit, and in that aspect, we can all be stars in that aspect, whatever we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because however we got whatever we got going on, it's like you have your footprints in the sand, and even if a motherfucker tries to take that away from you, like, oh no, don't do it in this way, do it in this way, do it in the way where it seems safe, like going to college and getting a degree and getting this and this and getting this, you know what I'm saying, all this shit, all these scams, like instead of you going to all these scams, you create your internal goal within yourself, and then whatever you got going on becomes the world. You know what I'm saying? And fuck a world, but you into all the swirls because you're knowing your spirit. That's what your spirit goes into. Your spirit goes in the swirl. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's like when we're rotating to the left. What happens when we rotate to the left? We leave whatever we had behind, and when the dragon tail comes back, we gotta face whatever we left behind. But if you're in a space where you're letting that go up in a swirl, you're not letting these things affect. Pause. No, home. That look weird, but you know what I'm saying. You don't let these things affect you. You're now going in a swirl where the thing, it's like that thing becomes the shit. It's like that thing becomes whatever your mind was set on. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your mind was set on, it's like you're just like you're creating that internal goal within yourself. So whatever goals you have, all your goals become your gold because there's something you would want to strive to. So when this is like striving. That's how they created stripes to put y'all into confinement and what they got going on. Even in my album cover, you see the stripes. It's like check that. You see the stripes. It's like you when you're confined to a creativity, you gotta do it in a certain way. But then you see the background is what you create before you get you. It's like when you close your eyes, and let's say you wanna feel joy or you wanna feel happy. Before you create that happy stimuli, the colors almost look greenish and yellowish. But once that greenish yellowish come together, it creates that turquoise. And then that color is what creates the environment in general, like grass and things like that nature. So when you're looking at it's like I'm saying whatever the stripes whatever colony I'm in, I'm representing or I'm pushing out or whatever however you want to see it. It's like the what or how becomes whatever you make out of that scenario. So it's like I know what I be doing because it's like I'm not getting too deep in that. It's like it's not even deep when you understand it. Like when you understand once you come from nothing, you gotta make that something look like nothing. You gotta make that nothing look like something. That's where it all counts. You know what I'm saying? Why I keep doing this? That's where that's where it all counts. So now when you understand that in a scenario, now you're understanding the whole totality. Okay, what the hell is that? Okay, you understand the whole totality of something wherever the shit leads to. It's like you having a right starting point in all scenarios, and then that scenario you started off with becomes your lead protagonist, and then whatever character you're creating in that role star movie act. I'm star pilot, so anytime I want to play a lead role or behind the scenes or whatever or a protagonist or a side character, it's like I know how to play those characters within myself already. So when I know how to play those characters within myself already, it leads to me being the pilot of all my scenarios, so I know what I'm doing within any aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to have a way on how you're having some sort of relativity within these things, because when you're having some sort of relativity within these things, all these things all these things count and all these things matter, because whatever you're making matter within your real life. Well, I mean, sorry. Well, I can say real life. Whatever you're making matter in your real life becomes the real matter and the illusionary effect. But the illusionary effect becomes real because you make your heaven real. So you bring heaven down here. So it's heaven not a place you're going to like out there. You bring heaven down here. So you understand the both realms. You like I said, you understand the two realms. You understand how the inside out process is going on. There's really nothing up there. You're really creating from the inside out. So we're creating that from the inside out. Now you know you gotta be in a space where you're putting that thing together. Like it's like you're putting those alchemies together, and however you put that alchemy together, that's your footprints in the sand and how you did something. And it doesn't always gotta be footprints. Like let's say you already founded your footprints in the sand, so that'll be the way you utilize that. Whatever your previous life was, how you did something, your new experience, you have a new way how you do something. You know what I'm saying? So whether you gotta play a vessel, but you know what I'm saying. But whether you gotta play a vessel, blood soul, blood soul. You know what I'm saying? You make your blood soul, and then it becomes the uh, vessel, because the blood soul. When you got new blood flowing you, that becomes so obvious. That becomes so, and that becomes obvious. Not soul, but soul, and not obvious. And you sew that shit together, and you create. But let me not get to that. You know what I'm saying? But when you become the vessel, you know what I'm saying? Now the accounts. Damn, some audit. So yeah, we become the vessel. Yeah, you become the vessel for God, and then in that scenario, now you're playing you're playing whatever it needs to be happen. So it don't gotta be when you understand when you understand you founded your footprints in the sand, it'll be a new experience. So where now you're doing a new whatever you did in your previous life, now you're doing some new shit. So it doesn't gotta be the same like you did from your previous life. Like, but let's say your previous life you were good at gymnastics. Now this lifetime you gotta be good at dancing. But see, gymnastics and dancing is pretty similar. But if you know how to utilize that dancing technique in a way in a gymnastic technique, then it'll be like you have your new ways and how you do that. Like like you don't gotta bring the old the new to the old and make that thing like a whole new way of life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just that in a nutshell. That's just an example. But why are we lagging? All right, but yeah, what the fuck are we lagging for? I don't know if we're lagging or not. I don't know if it's my end. Bro, this is why. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Oh shit. I don't know if it's my end. I'm gonna keep on going. So whatever, oh my gosh, whatever you're bringing from your previous life or experience, whatever things of that nature. Let's say whatever you were good at, you might have been good at gymnastics. Now you're doing dancing, but whatever you're doing, the gymnastics as attribute, you gotta make that gymnastics. You gotta bring the new to the old. You can't go back in the past and redo something because God wants you to do something new because you already did that energy. So whatever, if you want to bring that new to the old, you would do a trick, acrobatic trick that's almost like gymnastic, but it's dancing. And however you do that becomes your way, and how you do is a certain outcome. So that certain outcome becomes your way of experience. You know what I'm saying? And that way of experience becomes the new relativity on how something is done within somebody else's experience and things of that nature. So it's like that's why you gotta be having all types of outcomes for your scenario. So you're looking at something and you're knowing the right proper way and how you do your new uh elevated way and how you experience something. Your new elevated way and how you put your footprints in the sand in any area of life. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? To understand the way of how you have some sort of experience within yourself, you gotta know what you're doing first. So when you know what you're doing, now you know what you put into what piece of the puzzle you put into the thing, and now you know what you're supposed to be good at in any scenario you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what the fuck? Why did I go back? Hold on. Yeah, we good. It was good now. You should keep it like that, right? Keep it like this. But yeah. But yeah, so shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's kind of like how you want to be. So it's like you want to know at all times. And listen, when you the pilot in all your situations, you know, any situation you're doing through within the experience becomes, it's like even if you're new to that experience, you may not know it all. At least you're getting help from your your other senses. You know what I'm saying? And that sense might play out as another individual. But see, you're all y'all are kind of interconnected in a way on where, if y'all since y'all come from this atmosphere, especially if you're in American soil, you come from this atmosphere, then you create that environment. You come from Africa, you come from the African soil, you create that environment. And Africa is a continent, so, and I got that in my blood too. So it's like I'm a mutt at this point, but I'm all over the place, like mutt wise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta know what the fuck you're looking at. So you got Asia, which you create Asia in the environment in Asia. I'm not sorry. Once you come from the Asia soil, you create that environment. Now you got Asian. You know what I'm saying? No, whatever. So I'm just European. You create that. You come from that soil. Now you create that environment. Now you see. Now you understand what this all. So we're always creating environments. You know what I'm saying? And the best you know that, the better you are within your own way of how you experience something. You know what I'm saying? Because then that helps you with whatever you got going on. But once you find your true ethnicity within your, it's not the one drop rule, but see, not the one drop rule, but the experience on where whatever percentage level you have mostly in you, you go into that atmosphere called mind way. So your body shapes itself into that look. So when you're shaping yourself into that look, now you're going through that environmental experience and how that shit is supposed to be seen. So now you know. However, you're coming together. It's like you're having that experience in your own experience. It's your experience, and it's like you're experimenting with yourself. So utilize everything that came from mama, aka this soil. You gotta utilize that, or anything. Not let's say not even this soil, but anything that came from this world, it's you have a peace with that within you because we created this world. So when you understand that, whatever your energy you're putting into that attribute, you have that sort of relativity within yourself in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Even to to highest to the lowest, and there's no such thing as high or low. But from the when I say highest, I'm talking about to the highest consciousness. Like if you want to say consciousness, from the highest consciousness, like the atmosphere, to the lowest consciousness of an atom. You know what I'm saying? A parasite, bacteria, whatever you want to call it. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to get technical and shit like that, all that shit is in an atmosphere. You're not going nowhere. You we we're creating this experience from the inside out because we're always exiting out of forms and creating that experience within what we have within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you know that, like you no longer get stuck in no way of seeing something. Like even if you were, let's say hypothetically, you're trying to help spirits out in an area. You can you can say something, but you can't get them out of a slump. Like for example, celebrities. You can tell celebrities something, but you can't get them out of a slump because they already got a handler within their actual way of how they handle things. No pun intended, because they're entangled. But once they're entangled, but once you entangle them, that's how you help. But well, yeah, the handler you can't get them out of because of the handler. But in reality, if you had to put some good game, all you can do is put in your way. Like you can have a space on where like you have your own experience within something in your real life, and you don't have to. And as a celebrity, y'all know y'all getting watched 24/7. Best believe that. And then y'all going through certain environmental things that clogs up your first eye chakra. Now here's the thing: when you're having certain handler experiences, you'll have somebody in a space, maybe not same as you, but they can what's that for chameleon or camouflage or whatever you call it, camouflage or almost play like a reptile, like a Mortal Kombat reptile. But don't see this in a negative aspect. Just see it in an aspect of where you got somebody that can play our side and like they can play your role or get out or and this will be like and let's because Mars is in Cancer because this is what they want to. This is how they want to put it. Mars in Cancer, but take the spookism out and understand these are native lingos. So these are native spirits that they try to trap in material in objects, and they don't understand that they do it to themselves when they try to trap. But I'm not getting into that because it's another video. But see, when you're in that space, what you can understand is that um whoever can camouflage it, so they may play out as your family, your friends, your associates, but mostly your family and your friends, and they may be in a place where they're not a celebrity and they may not be getting your money, but since they're associated with you, they can play the role like okay, in and out. And see, they may be getting watched too, but not to the extent that you are. So they may play a role, or somebody may play a role where they know how to come into that experience and help y'all out, and be like, I know you're getting directed to do something by this one individual, but can you at least see it this way? And that experience right there should already tell you that you can see things at that's just one example. But if somebody close to you, if a close one can give you an example like that, you should be aware that there's so many trillions of other examples, but that y'all don't like to come out and express and be into because of how y'all think you'll be seen or how y'all think shit would happen. But what y'all gotta realize in the totality is that no one gives a fuck about how you're seen. It's about how you take it. Pause. No homo. I had to say that because I want to. You know what I'm saying? It's how you take it, and however you take it if you're in a space of where you're thinking, oh, this individual may see me a certain way, if I look at it from this way, then you're not rising above that scenario and letting that. So if you like, for example, listen, if you're thinking, oh, my family, if I my thing, oh, I'm taking advice from my family, I don't want them to think like that, because I didn't brag to them, told them about my rags to riches and billion millions and all that money, and I still don't got uh bruh, this is stupid. I don't know if you're lagging about, but it's my. You good? All right, shit, we good. Bro, what the fuck? Are we lagging or not? Like, what? I just keep. Anyway, I guess we get this motherfucker shit. But yeah, YouTube, stop playing with me. God damn. Let me go. I'm dribbling this motherfucker. This is how I like to be in this lane, but I don't like when motherfuckers stop playing with my shit and playing with my views and my likes and my numbers and all that shit. And then I don't listen. Let me not. I don't want to see you speak on shit like that, because I don't give a fuck. Don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Oh, we good. But yeah, I lost my point. But yeah, be open. It takes ears to see and eyes to hear. Wait, did I say it right? Ears to see and not yet. It takes ears to see and eyes to hear. So when you're in that perspective, now you kind of aware in that in any aspect of your life. I gotta use the bathroom. Give me 1 second. All right, let me see this motherfucking shit. All right, let me put that shit quick. Anyway, but one point. But yeah, nigga, you gotta be seeing shit. You know what I'm saying? Know how to see shit. It's motherfucking shit. It's listen when you like. It's like, but you know what I'm saying? Because when you seeing shit, it's like things make sense. It's like things just start adding up, and you may not even understand what. It's like, for example, it's like things you be seeing shit, and you may think it's like you think it's not adding up, but when shit starts connecting, you'll start getting those inner battles like, no, see it this way, no, see it this way, no, see it this way, and it's like those don't even be you. Those be like the outside thoughts from other environments. But see, when you're understanding that if you're a powerful spirit, if you're a broad spirit, if you're an angel, you know what I'm saying? You create the environment. You are the atmosphere. Then you're in a space where the things that everything on its own is connecting. So when you see everything on its own is connecting, you'll be in the space of where everything else. Excuse me. God damn. I'm drinking coffee. That's why. But that ain't the reason. Coffee don't do that to you. But anyway, and it's cold. But anyway, so when you're in that space, you're already the atmosphere. You're already creating the environment. So when you get thoughts like that, don't see it this way, see it this way. That's you supposed to be knowing how to bat. That's like you battling yourself because everyone within an environment is within an atmosphere. So that's why when you looking at movies, always look at movies when you're watching them, even though they suck now and everything. But let's say it was a movie you heavily related to, you related to. Look at that as a motherfucker different way and how they different perspectives of themselves. That's how a Mason sees it. So that's how you gotta see it. But you don't gotta see it like that technically. Like you can see it like in a space of where, man, this is funny. Like I connect with this movie, but for some weird reason I feel kind of strange. That's them taking your characteristics that they seen being Pee Wee Hermans, being perverts, and seeing whatever you do, and they put it within their movie and entertainment system. So you may you may be thinking to yourself, man, are they like copying me? Like how do they know I'm into shit like that? And that's just them watching you like damn near your whole life. So it's like the fuck is this? It's like things just add up within the space and where you gotta see it from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? But it's deep. It's like god damn. So what the fuck is like the fuck? Like what the fuck? But it's like but when you see from the ears to see, eyes to hear, it's like you're orchestrating all that thing, and whatever you're orchestrating, it's like you can now see it from the space on where you can learn from it. You can take what you want or whatever you need. You can put whatever you don't give a fuck about, whatever you're into. Utilize all that thing as a substance for your next astral travel if you want to. Because technically you don't got to. Like you can be a person where you're seeing these things like, man, I don't give a fuck. Let it go in and out. But let's say you're utilizing that shit, and then you're letting that shit like that experience take over you. They just being a weak ass spirit, and you don't let that shit. You don't ever let a stupid experience like that take. You utilize this shit like this bitch as it is. Bitch, the fuck you into? Man, I need you for this. Man, get your shit out of here. Man. Not I being a bitch. I'm talking about like get your shit out of here. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like, not no domestic violence. And this, I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about spiritual. So you can be in your slave. Get your shit back over there. You tell them, get your shit back over there. You want to get killed? You know what I'm saying? And you don't. It's like you're in a situation where you don't fear death or you don't fear things like this. You don't fear nothing because you're in the all space of where these things come from. So it's like whatever you're into, you create the experience of what an individual would. What it would be like for an individual to go through an experience like that. Excuse me. God damn, but drink this coffee, you know, this motherfucking shit. It's got me shit. It's cold now, but that's why I'm like, when it gets cold, I start to having gas in my stomach. So I gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't let it out, it's gonna be a hassle. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt. But I don't give a fuck. I don't bitch. I don't bitch. What's one thing about me? I don't like bitching. Because niggas that bitch don't get it. They don't get nothing in life. No puns intended. They don't get bitches. They don't get money. They don't get nothing. When you bitch, you just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Once you do it, man, everything in life happens. Like it's like Nike. When Nike say, just do it. Just do it. Man, I don't care. Whatever you just do it. Because if you don't do it, you'll never know how the experience was going to happen for you. You never know how your experience would have happened within that scenario. You may have a totally different experience from somebody else's scenario that you tell yourself, I want to, whatever this individual went through, I don't want to go through whatever that individual went through. But you never understand. You're your own person. So however you go handle that experience, that's on you. So you do that shit within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You do that shit within yourself. First, it's all about you. And when I say you, I'm talking about your spirit. I be talking to the spirit. It's on you. Because your spirit is what counts the most. Because your spirit is the thing that's the no shape, no thing, no shape, no form. It's nothing. And not nothing on how science is trying to teach you like, oh, nothing. No, it's nothing like no thing. know what I mean? Don't that sound way better than nothing? Either you can, and then you can use nothing because now you understand what that actually means, and not whatever NASA and science is trying to teach it on how nothing means. It's no thing. So that's why your spirit works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to look at these things. If you're not looking at these things the right correct way, you'll get lost in the sauce and you'll be like, what the fuck is like you now you know. You know what I'm saying? Now you know. So it's like whatever you got going on, you're the whole starting point of what it means to be something. Because you have your own way on how you put things together, you set up your own scenarios together. And it's like you're no longer setting up a scenario. You start to set up the worldly scenarios, and the worldly scenarios become whatever it is. That actually, that's why I try to mention shit places like Asia and Africa and Europe and all these places. Like you may think like that's why it's like you may think like how it says you may think you have to be online and things like that to get attention. No, that ain't even true, motherfucker. If you're really the character yourself, and you're the character you tell yourself that you are, whatever you tell your mind is, then you get noticed by the environment first. Then it plays out the atmosphere. Then it plays out. People have the things that whatever the things on your mind that they probably don't know who you are, but then you'll get to a space where you can start to get creative. So now you probably start to go online. But if you weren't like this in real life before you went online, then there's no point of expressing that thing. Online is just a perk, it's whatever. And there's shit beyond online what you can do that ain't even this shit. And that shit is way better than this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know if I'm making sense to y'all, but it's like it makes sense in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters because. I'm with the all, so then I can it's for some weird reason. If it don't make sense right now, it'll make sense tomorrow or next week or when you rewatch this video. It just whatever just shit starts to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But fuck that saying too. It's really just if it don't make mind, it don't make trines. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about that right now, and that's real shit. I'm not, listen. No, don't be thinking I'll be actually saying shit like, oh, I'm just making shit up. No, this is real shit. Your mind make a trine. What is a trine? 30 degree 30 degree angle. If I'm correct, that's a trine. So, whatever you got going on within yourself, it's like that in its totality. Once you got another mind next to another mind, it comes together and creates that trine. So if it's not a mind, it don't make a trine, and you're always with the other minds together. So these things come together within their own totality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's shit like that. We gotta know how to see it. It's simple shit like that. Once you know how to see it, you just like everything is just so much more connected in every realm. It's like things you go into any realm of reality and be the boss in that space, and not be the boss in that space. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what the fuck you're doing. It's like even like it's deep. Like once you know, it's like you can't unsee it no more. It's like cause it becomes the way and how something is in general. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm gonna drink this coffee. I keep cutting it down and putting it back. I'm gonna drink this shit. I don't want to get it any more colder. Like I'm left outside or something. But yeah. Shit. But yeah, fuck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you should look at these things. So when you're looking at these things, everything is more relatable. You know what I'm saying? When shit is more relatable, shit is more like fuckwittable. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck with it heavy. Like, yo, this is just shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you know what the fuck you're into, and no matter what, you know what I'm saying, and like and that way, it's like you gotta not when you're in that space, you gotta know how to properly put things together and put the two and two together. So you put the two and two together, you'll have way other better spaces on where you put the attributes together because that thing becomes whatever you put in that environment, you put that in that environment, you're putting things together. So that you put whatever you put things together, it becomes you create that bubble system. So when that bubble system rises above, when any space it gets to, it like that's why bubbles connect to the upper layer. So any space it gets to, it connects with the upper layer, and whether it pops or not, it's on you to sustain that bubble for it to be in a space where it can reach to other layers. You know what I'm saying? Best example is like you having a dream and you don't want that dream to end. That's like you creating a bubble, and before it expires, that's the reality is death. You gotta be create a layer where you can sustain that for a limited amount of time. So however you sustaining that, that's the bubble on its own, being in that relative space. That's the highest it can get to. So you may be flying it may be a dream to be flying in the sky. When you're flying in the sky, it's like you feel like you can go way past the sky. That's you having the space of where now that bubble it's gonna expand and become a bigger layer of the bubble. And it's like you seeing a more clearer vision. You know what I'm saying? That make if you know it's like, and then where it's like because you didn't got enough bubbles together to create a bigger bubble, and that's other spirits coming together creating that realm. And when they come together create that realm, they become that whole actual bubble. That whole actual bubble because it's like a new realm of reality. It's a new. It's nothing new. It's something you always been had because now it's like teamwork makes a dream work. All realms of reality. So whatever you're creating now becomes a space on whatever you put together becomes a space on where those things come on its own. So when they get there, now you know what the fuck it's all about. And then in that layer, motherfucker, shit is so cold. It's like, oh, this is the shit. And it's like you gotta know how to. You can't. Yeah, you know, but you just do your shit. When you get there, you understand it, and it's the same world. It's nothing different. It's just how you see it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, but that attributical way. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker be, you know what I'm saying? But spirit realm be fun. I ain't gonna lie, the spirit realm be fun. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the air of your throne, you're seeing shit from the air. You're seeing shit from the air. You know what I'm saying? When we see shit from the air, everything is more clear. You know what I'm saying? I can see clearly now. The air is here. You know what I'm saying? The air, my throne. You know what I'm saying? The air, I throne. You know what I'm saying? The air and the throne. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's our next forms, air beings. You know what I'm saying? Literally, it's what we're about to become. Literally, after this form expires. And even if you're not ready, you're still gonna become something of the air. So you want to be something that can be cold, that can be fly like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the shit which you gotta be into and seeing, because whatever you're seeing or whatever you're getting into, whatever you're creating within that aspect, everything becomes more like it's like you can dive in that pool and relate with other spirits in that pool. So and however you do, however y'all move in that space, is how the world's become down here, and y'all create the whole environment within that, from the building blocks from that space, and then it's like y'all getting y'all shit together. So however y'all, you know what I'm saying, and y'all do your shit. Cause really, that's all this world. It's really all this world, like literally, is this world literally is like a pool, literally. Well, at least when it's up there, but down here, that's why we create pools down there. But when you're in the world, when you're in the space that created this world, it's really like a pool, and all our spirits, it's like we come together in that pool, and however we're vibing in our environment. Sometimes motherfucker may be like let's say motherfucker may be a little bit sad because I don't know about some shit, like because they left their drinks at the crib. You know what I'm saying? And they want to bring it to the pool so they can get lit. It's like whatever they did, that actual space of being sad a little bit, that's still something. So kind of however that spirit interacts, it may be in a space of where the way it's interacting, the other spirits right next to it may have to uplifted. Like, hey, but who the fuck? Like, we got drinks right here. But look, the drinks I had at my crib is different. It was special. It was like, it was for this. But then you don't got. It's like so. It's like how that all that talking in the environment in that swirl system. If you want it down here, in Star Wars, you know what I'm saying? That shit down here becomes the environment down here. It's like I don't know if I'll explain it correctly, but it's literally shit like that. So motherfucking that becomes this. So however we're vibing down here becomes so that's why I say you can bring heaven on earth, because if you're in heaven up there, you can bring heaven down here. If you're in hell up there, you bring hell down here. This is already earth. So it's either you're in heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? Now, technically, if you want to get technical, whatever you put into these things, whatever you put into these attributes, you have to be in a space of where you're knowing how to be an equalizer in all scenarios. Excuse me, because when you're equalizing all scenarios, the equalized event plays way different than you think what it means to be equalized. Like like what they create the Marvel equalizer, if that's even Marvel. it might be, but it's like it ain't nothing like the actual equalizer like that. But that's why they create things like that, because they really think to themselves that to be equalized, you need to be strapped up and with big old guns and pa pa pa, and because that's how we equalize y'all Indians. And see how they treat us like they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is this? That's how we equalize y'all Indians. You know, because we're already equalized, understanding our natures and how we establish our government. You know what I'm saying? They came in this bitch talking about this is how you equalize, and then you know it's like the fuck is oh hell no. So it's like, and how they did it in Africa is motherfuckers were already living in a certain way, and they came in there talking about if you want to equalize, if you want to get with the program here, you can get equalized. And then for certain other like tribes in Africa, how they were coming together within them, they were having certain programs where they were bringing in certain like anchors there, and those certain anchors were certain things like you can get this type of job, you can get this type of money, you can get this type of supplies like us, and it was really like a white lie, and they utilized almost these the like washi who they use it's like because they came from cavemen, and they really utilized that way for within that them white lies within all scenarios and everyone's geographical location. It's like that's their god, lion. So it's not even like because it's like how I explain. It's like that's they be in that Michael energy. So Michael lies. You know what I'm saying? And their god in totality is about lying. You know what I'm saying? So however that's how they created the Lion King. You know what I'm saying? So however they came within their scenario, it was like they were cold with it. Like I ain't gonna lie, they were the way they did it. But it was fucked up though. It was still evil. Like fuck them for life. But I'm talking about they're all dead right now. But I'm talking about the white thought, the white that I'm not talking about actual white people, but the white men, white thought. So it's like they came with retardation, and really we're like whatever we were talking about. It was I want to get another video because this video is about. But I can talk. What the fuck is this? Oh, really I can talk about it, but it's like I don't really because I'm not really in the past. Like, I don't like living in the past. I like to always expand, do spiritual expansion. The spiritual expansion is where it's at. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking shit. And however you correlate, then you correlate your real shit. You have the realest knowledge in all scenarios and how you come across in all your scenarios. You know what I'm saying? So whatever scenario you're going through, at least you know what you were put into, so you know how to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? If it's even something you gotta get out, it might be a scenario like you thought it was hell at some point moment, or you thought it was negative, or you thought it was fun at first, or you thought whatever you thought it was at first, now, however energy you put into it is how you put energy you guys get to put out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a really wise spirit to know how they even create that scenario for themselves in general. If it's just a retarded dumbass spirit, just creating scenarios, like creating soul ties and all these shits and all these energies out here, it's like not giving a fuck and just living living life. That's kind of like how they create their scenario. So their experiences is all over the place. But if it's a motherfucker knowing, like, kind of knows themselves and kind of knows them, like, even if they're young, they kind of know themselves and they're building themselves up to be an adult, to be that actual anchor of what it means to be a real individual in life, to be something in real life, then that's how they have their way of coming together within themselves, their own nations, their own internal nations. So their own internal nations become the way of experience of how something is on its own. You know what I'm saying? So however something is on its own, you now looking at it from the perception of where you put it into that scenario on what it meant for you to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why when somebody has something they go through, they go through it within their own experience and how they felt like it was natural, the natural way, and how it was to go, like the natural way and how it was to go for that experience. Like it could be something like they make clothes, but if they make clothes and they got people in their environment stopping them from doing that, telling them, oh, you're making clothes, but why don't you make it in this way? Like, why you trying to make clothes like that? Make clothes like this. And a motherfucker tell you that and they don't even make clothes, or they don't even do it. It's like you're doing something and they're telling you how to do it. How the fuck does that even make sense? So you gotta know to be yourself in all scenarios, and that's how the Great Spirit rewards you. Because the Great Spirit doesn't want to be around no one but you. Because the way you do your creativity is different and it's unique. You know what I'm saying? You can be doing whatever, but if you have this sense of that purity and that sense of connection with the all, then you're already on the right beauty path, because that's the space, that's the path that connects you with the ways of life. You know what I'm saying? The ways of life come from you being an individual, of knowing how to experience within any scenario or any Stargate you go through, because your body being the portal and the experience being the Stargate. And however you go upon that Stargate, it was meant for you to carve that scenario out to your best, to your best. Sorry, I was saying something. To your best ways of something, and however you create that best way of yourself is your best version of yourself, and the best version of yourself becomes the way of how you create that sway, that swag, that flight, that air, that turn, that check, that that plane, that star, that whatever lingo you use, you create your own lingo for that to be a thing. Whatever, even if you're religious, that cross, you want to rock a cross. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, you however you rock that is on you, but you can't be in a space where you're not letting these things just happen. You gotta be knowing how to utilize, like this. Everything is good for something. Everything is not. You can't just let that thing be all over the. You got everything is good for something. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you see it. Because whatever you're utilizing it within, whatever you're utilizing within those events, you'll have a space on where you're knowing how to have some proper respect for anything. You have respect for the Great Spirit, so you have respect for a tree, you have respect for a flower, you have respect for another human, you have respect for the grass, you have respect for the air, you have respect for the everything. Man, listen, that released that song. I haven't released that song yet, but I'm working on an album right now. I don't even know what I want to name it right now, but I don't know what I'm naming it right now. But I just played one of the songs that's gonna be on it. I guess it's called Space. Whatever I named this, shake that ass, say space ass. I don't know what I fucking named. I don't know. I don't name these. I just make them, and I name them when I'm I literally name them when releasing them. I put a track list and I just start naming them like whatever vibe is on. But I might gotta start. Sometimes I name it. I name it. Shut the fuck up. But yeah. Anyway. So yeah. So that's what you want to look at in that scenarios, because like that's where things lead to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's so it be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta help each other. We all help each other out of this loop, out of this chaos, out of this whatever we're doing. We all help each other in every scenario. And as long as we know what we're doing, we some bad motherfuckers, then we some beautiful spirits, because we know we have the connection to add to the all in all scenarios, no puns intended, and that all scenario that we connect to, the all scenario that we relate to, the all scenario that we feel comfort to, that's all scenario that we feel pleasure to, the all scenario that we feel all with. The best we can, the best versions within ourselves, all comes from us being ourselves in the first place, so that we know how to direct any form of interaction, any form of competitive. It's all based on our creativity at that. So it ain't really seen as negative, because everything negative down here is really positive up there. So we'll be punching each other in the nuts, talking about, oh, you haven't made that song yet, or you haven't done this shit yet, and it's like we're just connecting, and that's how we get. That's how we get with with the program. But that's really what I really want to break down in the motherfucking show. It's all based on how you put that shit together, real shit. And beyond that, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. Just Spark, stop, how we out this motherfucker.